The Voy 51 hype, the Voy 51 hype, the Voy 51 hype, the Voy 51 hype.
What's up, everybody?
The
Hey,
Voy
Miss
51 hype, the Voy 51 hype, the Voy 51 hype, the Voy 51 hype.
Mr. Hare, thank you for 13 months of Prime. Excuse me. Welcome back to the Echo. Glad to have you here. Let's update that on our tracker. Bam! Day 14 today of Operation Echo. You guys are awesome. What's up, Ninja Zombie, Sankey, Mr. Hare, Count, and I saw Cool Dan get in there for a place on the crew. What's going on, guys? Monday afternoon stream. We're gonna have some fun today. I hope you guys won't begrudge me that I'm sharing my brunch with you today because I didn't really eat breakfast, so I just have some scrambled eggs and spinach and a little bit of cheddar cheese and a little bit of Greek yogurt in a spinach and herb tortilla, a high fiber one that actually tastes really good. And then I have a yogurt bowl with just some Greek yogurt, chia seeds, strawberries.
Well, it's officially been more than 2 years.
That's awesome, Zionzi! Thank you so much! Let me update that. Holy crap. Total. 25 months is absolutely insane. Welcome back to the Echo, Zionzi, and thank you for providing so many of the awesome codes for our giveaway this year. Very much appreciated. That is crazy. Yeah, just some Greek yogurt. I use full fat still. 5% full fat Greek yogurt with about 4 or 5 fresh strawberries cut up. So a tablespoon of chia seeds, some honey, and about a 1/4 cup of honey granola for some texture. It tastes like a damn dessert, and it's actually got really decent, really good overall, like, macros and stuff, which is holy crap. Count with 5 gifted subs. What an amazing madman you are. That's gonna add 2 total with all those subs. Raffles banked to our total. Thank you so much, Count, for that awesome generosity and support and gifting those subs to some awesome members of our community. Thank you so much. I decided not to make any tea today with this meal because I didn't have any this morning, but it's already 2:27 my time, and I've been putting my caffeine cutoff at 3 p.m. pretty sharp. It's one of the few, like, really hard rules, quote-unquote, that I've been putting on. Most everything else is just nudging things into place, getting my... finding a relationship with food for the first time in my life. I wish it had happened before I was almost 39, but, you know, wish in one hand and shit in the other, see which one fills up faster. I'll keep wishing in this case, so. Hey! Did someone say giveaway? We'll definitely do one. We'll definitely do one. To make sure I'm giving something to all of you popping in on an odd day at an odd time and sharing some time with me today. As you can probably hear, my voice is definitely on its ragged edge. So I may not be talking quite as much or quite as emphatically as I often do, because I've got a lot more days to go, and I don't want it to fail on me. So, it's definitely been tested, because not only do I have the stream, which I absolutely love, but I have the raid leading, which is, again, multiple hours of talking non-stop, back to back to back to back to back. So, often in the same day. And that probably requires more forceful talking on my part, especially if things get rowdy or I need to get on top of the situation. I rarely have to yell at you guys here. I don't yell. I'm never going to be one of those raid leaders who's yelling at people. It's a classic WoW rating guild. I'm not a babysitter or a parent. It's all adults, mostly. What I mean by that is we have a couple younger adults. They're still, you know, not children, but we have a couple younger adults, but most of the people in my WoW guild are 30 plus, and I'd say even more than that are 35-ish plus. So, adults. Does that pair with maturity? No, not necessarily. So, today's going to be some fun FTL. We're going to start with FTL. I want to get this Zoltan Sea win, so we're going to give it at least one good run, meaning if we die in, like, Sector 1 or 2, we'll probably go again. But if I die past Sector 2 or 3 or 4, or the run's just really obtusely bad RNG, we might bounce back over. Slay the Spire has got its hooks in me recently. I'm really enjoying it, even though I'm not winning consistently right now. I'm really enjoying because I think that even with my haphazard playstyle and making plays too quickly and being kind of stuck in the cards I've liked so far, I'm still learning little bits here and there that are kind of seeping their way in to my brain a little bit deeper. So I've been enjoying that a lot. I don't have my gaming skins on because I have this little wrap to finish before I do that. So as you indulge me in a bite. So simple, so good. All that's in that is a couple scrambled eggs, about probably 2/3 of a cup, or probably a cup fresh spinach cooked down, wilted down, not cooked till it's dead. A little bit of cheddar cheese, like maybe 1/3 of an ounce, and then a spoonful of Greek yogurt, and that's it. I didn't even put any salt on the eggs because they didn't need it. Eggs normally do need a little bit of salt, but the cheese adds a little bit of salty nuttiness to it, so I didn't need any. And not that I'm worried about salt, it's just it's something I've noticed, because I don't need it as all. I was never one to salt my food very much anyway. I use pepper and other seasonings more than I just use salt, which is a very common thing in the US to be salting food. I hate when I see someone sitting down to eat and they're salting the food before they've even tasted it. That drives me bananas. So I was gonna have a banana today, but instead I went with strawberries in my yogurt. So, and I might have a banana later if I'm snackish. It tastes like a dessert. That's so good. Thank you guys for that hype train. Great way to start off the stream today. Absolutely amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Choo-choo. All right. Let's enjoy a little bit of FTL today. I'll eat as we get into this run, especially I don't want my yogurt getting, sitting on me, so. What a day. You guys rock. Let's do it. Trojan, what's going on over there on the YouTube side? May I ask where Gibbs is? He's right over here. He's just over here to my side, but he's about to eat in a little bit. I'll have to get up in about an hour to get his food, because that's about the time he normally eats. Count. I didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, I said it drives me bananas, and then strawberry. Yeah, Andy, if you're over salting or having salt on food frequently, you can get numbed to kind of that level of saltiness. And then if you start taking it back, you realize the natural saltiness or the natural flavor of something that already has a salty or salt adjacent flavor profile naturally coming back out. What's funny is the things I do salt now are things that I would have never put salt on before. And it's just a little, like when I do oatmeal, a little sprinkle of salt, just a little pinch of salt brings out the earthy flavor and rounds it out really nicely. Stuff like that. So, but eggs, potatoes, and pasta, starches, eggs aren't a starch, but they have that same profile to their taste, to their flavor and texture. Eggs, potatoes, rice, and pasta often need salt to taste like themselves. But I found that depending on what I'm eating them with, I don't need it anymore. We all know Gibbs is the star of the show. Yeah, he's the one pulling the strings. I'm just the figurehead, so. Oh yeah, Andy, for sure. Processed or prepackaged food is so high in salt a lot of the times, way more than you would even think. And I'm not someone who looks at a nutrition label and sees sodium and goes, oh my God, that's, gonna kill me. No, you need sodium in your diet. I have to make sure that I don't consume sodium in my diet right now, in my food intake right now. I know that diet is the correct word, but I hate the word diet because of the connotation it has with suffering, with giving up, with, not enjoying what you're eating, because I am enjoying my food better than I ever have for the first time in my life. Okay, yesterday, my total, I don't track my calories religiously. I'm not counting every calorie I eat. What I do is once a week or so, I'll do a full kind of in-depth breakdown of all the food I ate for that day. And I'm completely honest about it because no one else ever sees it but me anyways. There's no point in lying, and I'm not lying to myself because I'm finally trying to take care of myself a little bit better. So about once a week, I'll do that. And then I do have one place where occasionally I'll do daily check-ins if I'm feeling like it, and I'll break down my food a little bit more. But I don't do it at the time. I don't do it when I'm making my food. I'm not measuring and weighing and eyeballing everything. I measure things a little bit more now. But I did a full breakdown of all my food yesterday. And it was like 1,500 calories for the whole day. And I was more full than I could have thought I could be. I wasn't hungry at all. And you have to understand that 3 months ago, an average day for me would have been 3,000 calories minimum. Like, that was the bottom end. So to get to the end of a day, to be 2 in the morning, I consumed roughly 1,500 calories for the whole day and feel entirely full and satisfied. That's one thing that a lot of people don't translate very well when they're trying to help other people maybe reframe their relationship with food or their diet or their weight loss if that's what they're going after. And mind you, I didn't start any of this with weight loss as a goal. I just wanted to get my sleep in order for the 1,000th time, and maybe I'm finally doing something that can do that. One thing that doesn't get translated very well to people on the outside who haven't started yet is they look at what they're eating in a day right now. And maybe it's like me. It's 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 calories in a day. And I got to the end of some of those days and I was hungry. I was feeling hunger. Whether I was actually physically hungry or not, I was feeling hunger because my my fullness and hunger hormones were all over the place. And my blood sugar had probably been doing a fucking roller coaster all day because of sodas and high sugar foods and all that. And that'll give you a signal that you're hungry even when you're not actually needing physical nourishment, or you're not getting good nourishment. You're not getting enough protein or fiber or fats or whatever it was. Just sugar and carbs and fat was all I was getting a lot of the time. So if you had told me then on a day when I ate 3,500 calories and still felt hungry at the end of the day, that 1,500 or 2,000 calories was an easily doable day, and that I wouldn't be ravenously hungry at the end of it, I'd have told you were bullshitting yourself and that that's complete crap. But yesterday in my total food, I had 45 grams of fiber. Okay. The average American is getting 10 to 15 on a good day. The recommended is 30 to 38, depending on age and sex. And I got 45 without sacrificing, without going out of my way to do it, and without feeling like I gave up anything I wanted. And that made me feel so full for the entire day. And the rest of my food was just good whole ingredients. I didn't feel like I sacrificed. I didn't feel like I was deprived. I didn't feel hungry. I didn't feel like I'd given up anything good. My breakfast was 2 of these wraps with some potatoes and onions cooked in as well. And my dinner was just some really well-cooked chicken, broccoli and green beans, and some really nicely seasoned rice. I know, chicken, broccoli, and rice, right? Sounds boring. It was the best dinner I've had in weeks. It was good, it was fulfilling, it made me satisfied, and it took me 20 minutes to make it. I didn't have to do any of it ahead of time. So, yeah. Yeah. So I got through a day on 1,500 calories. My fat ass got through a whole day of eating on 1,500 calories. No sodas. I had 1 glass of juice and seltzer water, and it was probably 30% juice. So 5 ounces of juice. And the rest was water, and I just had water all day. I had tea in the morning, or with my brunch yesterday, and that was it to drink. And I didn't feel deprived or unsatisfied. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking at maybe trying to reframe your approach to food, maybe looking to lose some weight, and food is such a big part of that, the number one contributing factor is what you're taking in everything I've learned. Again, neophyte, don't take it from me. Look for more intelligent sources. I'm sharing what's worked for me. I'm not telling you what will work. It can seem scary to look at something and go, you want me to eat 1,800 calories instead of the 4,000 I'm currently eating? I'll be dying of hunger. No, you might not be, because real food, whole ingredients, prepared with a little bit of attention and a lot of intention, you'll be full and you'll be satisfied and you'll enjoy it. Also, I'm broke as hell. I don't have a Whole Foods to go shop at, or a Trader Joe's, or an Erewhon, or anything ridiculously expensive or organic or anything like that. I shop at Walmart. That's where I get my groceries, at a Walmart. And I'm eating good, and it's not breaking my meager bank. I don't have, I'm not rolling around like Scrooge McDuck in a ton of extra cash, but it's here, and it's easy. And I'm a little bit annoyed at myself that it took me this long to finally start doing better with it. But I am, and that's what matters. Because it's never too late. All that's between you and starting is yet. You just haven't started yet. That's okay. You can. Also, I did 10 push-ups yesterday. I know that's not a lot, but I started to feel my bad shoulder, because I've done push-ups every day for 3 or 4 days. Started to feel my shoulder tweaking a little bit, so instead of doing 10 more, I just did 10 bodyweight squats while I was waiting on my dinner to finish cooking yesterday. While I was steaming my broccoli and green beans. I just did 10 bodyweight squats. Not a ton, not a huge amount of movement, but I wasn't doing anything with the time anyway. I was still able to thumb through some shorts on YouTube while I did 10 squats. It's just a little bit more than I did yesterday. That's it. Just a little bit more. And today I'll do some more later. As soon as I'm done here, before I start raid, I'll do 10 more push-ups, 10 more squats. Just a little bit more. And then before I go to bed, I'll do 10 more. And I'll go to bed feeling comfortably tired, and like I did a little bit of activity, more activity than I've done in 5 years. So if you want to make a change, just get past yet. Just go right past yet, because that's all. It's a 3-letter word between you and making some progress. And it's progress, not perfection. Don't throw yourself at it trying to do all or nothing. That rarely works, and it wouldn't work for me. So for me, progress, not perfection. Little steps in the right direction, done with a little bit of attention and a lot of intention. And I could not have expected to feel this good on the middle of a weekday on a Monday 6 months ago. I would have told you were lying. So I'm happy. And I hope one of you, if, it's something you want to do, you can feel better too. So, Orbital, eggs are. How are egg prices in the U.S. nowadays? Let me look. I just bought eggs the other day when I did groceries. Let me see. They've come down some. I wouldn't say that they're exactly back to what they were before, but inflation be like that. So, I got 18 large eggs when I ordered eggs the other day, and they were $4. So, $4 for 18 large eggs. Not terrible. Not what it used to be, but not terrible. Manageable, even for me. And 18 eggs will last me about a week. More sometimes, but eggs are like my go-to for breakfast. They're simple, they're easy. I can scramble 3 eggs, or I'm starting to do 2 eggs and egg whites. Just to cut a little bit of fat out of my breakfast. Just a little, not a ton, because you still need healthy fats. But if I'm doing something like avocado with my breakfast, or I want to do cheese or yogurt or cream if I'm doing like a burrito, then I'm starting to do 2 whole eggs and egg whites, because I can still keep my protein up and cut just a little bit of the fat out, because an egg yolk is about 5 grams of fat. Again, I'm not worried about fat. You need healthy fat, not only for fat-soluble minerals and vitamins that your body needs, but fat carries flavor, and flavor is... I want to enjoy what I'm eating. I absolutely refuse to be on a diet where I hate what I'm eating. I don't care how good it would make me feel or how skinny I might get. I am not going to go through my days hating my food. And the flip side of that is, now, paying attention to what I'm eating, I've never enjoyed my food more. Ever. Not in my entire life. I could have been sitting here pounding down a Pizza Hut pizza, you know, pan crust, extra cheese, pepperoni. It would taste great for about 10 minutes, and then I'd be bored of it, and then I'd pay for it later. I still eat pizza once in a while. At the end of this marathon, I'm having a steak with a loaded baked potato and all the fixins. That's my capstone meal for this marathon on my birthday. And then I'm probably going to order a pizza that weekend. I'm just not doing that every week anymore. So, what's up, Magus? Yeah, exactly, Orbital. It's not just the amount of fat, it's the quality. Where are you getting the fat from? That makes a huge difference, too. So yesterday, I had a fairly high fat day as far as dietary fat goes. But it was from avocados, eggs, cheese, Greek yogurt, and a little bit with the chicken breast. Hard to do much better, especially for me, so... Should get some waffles to the raffle. I'm gonna add onto the raffle list. I'm gonna go find a box of like Eggo waffles on Amazon and put the code for it on the raffle list. And when you type !waffle, it's gonna add you into the drawing to get a box of Eggo waffles. So, Mr. Hare, I am mad about Greek yogurt. Mad. And I know you guys are waiting on FTL. We're going to get to it, I promise. But I share me here, too. And this is my little space. So thanks for joining me. I'm mad about Greek yogurt because no one told me what it was for a long time. All I ever saw of Greek yogurt was that it was marketed as a health food in a lot of cases. I love sour cream already. And I like cream cheese. And this is the middle ground between them in a lot of ways. But it's so much more versatile. It can be used in sweet dishes. It can be used in savory dishes. It's like sour cream that has a gym membership. And I have fallen in love with it. I've been eating it almost too much, probably. A yogurt bowl like this tastes like a dessert and yet has protein, healthy fats, a little bit of carbs, some natural sugar, and tastes amazing. I didn't have to learn to like it. The first time I tasted it, I was pissed. I'd walked past it for 20 years in the grocery store. I was mad. I still am. Whoever was in charge of marketing Greek yogurt in the US, they shit the bed. They missed the mark. And there's a lot of variety you can do with it. You can get flavored ones, but they have a lot of added sugar usually, which is not always bad. You can get a lot of them that are flavored with, alternative sweeteners than straight sugar, and those could be good. I avoid those just because they can, in my experience, trigger my migraines, even though medical information on the link between artificial sweeteners and migraines is murky at best. I know from my personal experience that if I consume something that has aspartame in it, for me, it can cause my migraines to flare up. That's not true of everybody. I'm not saying that aspartame is bad for you or evil, just in me, in my own single person anecdotal experience. So I avoid it when it's in things. But there are other artificial sweeteners that can be perfectly fine. And there's a lot of studies that have shown that the negative health effects of them are minimal, if present at all. So I've really started to enjoy Greek yogurt a lot, and I've used it a ton. So I would say if you've tried it before and didn't enjoy it, look at different fat profiles either no fat, 2%, or full fat. If you started with the low fat one first, you might try the full fat instead, because I've really enjoyed it. And this is, in the US, this brand is Better Goods. It's about half the price of most of the big name ones, and it's a little looser in texture than some of the other ones that I've tried, but it's half the price and 95% as good. And for me, that's a win. So, yeah, I could have been enjoying this for the last 10 years, and I didn't know, and I'm mad about it, and I'll stay mad about it, so. Another one is Skyr, which is often referred to in the US as Icelandic yogurt, which has an even higher protein profile than Greek yogurt and less fat. That's one I'm gonna look at in the future, after the marathon, when I have a little more time. So, it's strained one additional time, which gets even more of the makes it an even firmer, silkier texture and condenses that protein profile even higher. That's what I've read and learned so far, so I'm gonna try that out soon. Yeah, I figured that'd perk Olsen up. What's up, man? In fact, nowadays they tend to give the advice that if you can replace sugar with artificial sweeteners, it's generally better than consuming the extra sugar. Yeah, I would expect that that's the case in a lot of situations. For me, I've gone with natural alternatives because of my own personal relationship with artificial sweeteners, which is I've gone to honey or real maple syrup, and I don't use it in much. And that's worked for me so far. So, yeah. It's also one of the reasons I could never do diet sodas for me. I know that they use different artificial sweeteners now, but when I was in my 20s, the only artificial sweetener in any diet soda was aspartame. And a lot of people told me in the past that, oh, it's probably just in your head. You knew it had aspartame in it, so that would, like, start to get your brain thinking it was going to have a migraine, and then you have a migraine. I remember picking up a packet of gum a couple years ago and just chewing a couple pieces of it through the day. And I never looked at what was in it. And I started to get a headache, and I looked, and it was sweetened with aspartame. And I was like, son of a bitch. Yeah, I had a migraine that day, so. For me, I'm not saying aspartame's bad or evil. I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable on it. But for me, it causes my head to hurt. Other artificial sweeteners, probably not as bad. But, or maybe completely different. I don't care. I've liked Greek yogurt. I've been using honey. I have a nice little brunch in front of me, and we're going to play some FTL while I enjoy it. Let's go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, thanks for being here. I'm The Voice, and this is The Echo, where everybody has a voice. That means me, you, our games, our characters, our stories, our heroes and villains, successes and failures, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the wins, and the losses in all things sci-fi and fantasy, particularly and especially gaming. This is a place where we come together to enjoy those things alongside challenging gameplay in a chill environment as part of an awesome community of amazing people. That's each and every one of you. Whether it's your first time here, whether you're a long-time regular, whether you're a lurker or a chatter, whether you recently returned to the stream, stumbled in by accident, got here through a raid one day, found us on YouTube, or are tuning in on the YouTube side, the time you guys choose to spend here is awesome, amazing, and extremely valuable to me, so thank you very much for that. And thank you for all the ways you guys choose to support the stream, the channel, the community, and me, and give me the continued opportunity to create this space, curate this experience, and share some good times, good vibes, and good games with a great group of awesome people. Today is day 14 of 33 straight days, 4 hours minimum every day for Operation Echo 2025, my once-a-year marathon to try to give back to this community as much of my time as I can, to thank you guys for giving me the continued opportunity to be here and entertain you. Today, we're going to start with some FTL. We might play some Slay the Spire later. We're just going to play it by ear. I want to try to get this Zoltan Seawind that has been eluding me for a while, and we're going to have some fun along the way. As I said, I hope you won't begrudge me sharing my brunch with you. Normally, I don't eat on camera, but my schedule just lined up today that's how it happened. So I'm having a simple wrap with some eggs and spinach and cheese and yogurt and a yogurt bowl with some fresh fruit and granola, and it is good. And I hope you've had some good food today, too. Let's jump over to FTL. No doubt, Didi. Absolutely. So, and Olsen, what I was saying about Icelandic yogurt, or what is, skyr, but is often marketed or referred to in the U.S. at least as Icelandic yogurt, is that it's one I want to try in the future, because it has a even higher protein profile than Greek yogurt, and less fat overall. So something I want to look at. And I've seen and heard and been told and researched and read that it's got a silky smooth, milder texture and flavor. So it could work in a lot of other dishes. So I'm looking forward to. It's like, finally, I'm not just eating what's in front of me or what's crammed into the pantry. I'm actually eating food and thinking about it, too. I love it. It's been great. All right. Okay. It's probably not going to be even recorded here because we died pretty early. Yeah. I think we're on 26 or 27. Let's go 26. Hold on, my Slay the Spire doesn't look like this. Oh, it still has the game listed as Slay the Spire, sorry. I tried to update all that, but... Alright, first up is Jat. Oh, nope. Jat wasn't the first up, but he was the third. Cooldan Ninja Zombie. Ninja Zombie, Cooldan, Jat, Thankster. Alright. Alright. I gotta actually work through this. What's up, Lycan? Alright. Store right away is not ideal. Especially because I probably can't get back to it. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's probably what I'll do. But if by here I don't have enough scrap to justify going to the store, I'll just skip to the right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that it's not a great day, but hopefully it can get a little bit better. I didn't mean to hit that, but sure. Nice. Delays them. Not a bad first fight so far. See if we can keep it there. Looks like it. Nice. Oh. Yeah, we were just talking about PCs yesterday, so... Alright. I doubt that store is going to make sense to hit. We're just not going to have enough scrap. That's a lot of fuel, so I will do that, yeah. So the store doesn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, I mean, mine's not new either, and it's literally my job, so, but I can feel that. I understand that, brother. I've been there. Dee Dee, I don't disagree with a lot of what you're saying, but I'll just say this. You're never going to convince me to be a vegetarian or vegan, so I'm just going to put that one out there. Ever. It'll never happen. So. Hey, it's better than nothing. At least you got something. Aspartame causes headaches in certain individuals, with those suffering from migraines being more likely. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want to share information as if I'm an expert on it. You know, I'm never going to tell people, you know, oh, this is bad and it's going to cause your headaches. I don't know that. It does for me, but I'm not an authority on much of anything. I'm an authority on classic XCOM, Lord of the Rings, and, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. Outside of that, mostly I'm just guessing. So, on those topics, take it to the bank. Everything else, I'm just an idiot. Damn. Not where I wanted to see a store. Just don't have enough scrap to make anything worth it going there. Yeah. It's been a while since it's been the primary one, so. Hey, that's awesome, man. I'm glad it works and you got something. That's important. Oh, shit. Yeah, I might find another one, but... It's a big jump. Look at that. There's nothing in this entire band. And in this one, there's only this jump, and in this one, there's only... Yeah. Like, you have an entire jump space with nothing in it. Hey, they can't ever hurt me. Aha! Okay. Of course, we missed on that shot. I'm glad I didn't try for like an O2 kill here, because I was contemplating it, because they have level 2 O2 and a repair droid, because that repaired repaired drone that repaired very quickly. I will take that, because that's a power bar. Sierra Echo. Okay. Pretty much guaranteed pass to the end, or path to the end. Okay. If I was still on a Zoltan and piloting, I would say yes, but I'm not. Okay. Okie doke. Okay. Activate the drone quickly because it strips Zoltan shields fast. Oh, yeah. Damn it. We missed. Yeah, of course that happened. Can we stop missing suddenly? Suddenly we're missing. As soon as they step back into their cockpit, they're gone. Thank you. I needed him to hit again. Okay. All right. Let this O2 recover a little bit. We're not going to see a store before the end of this sector, so. Okay. Okay, you guys go here. You go here. You go here. Okay. Gotta let that O2 recover again. Ha! Still low. Spinach. Good though. It's hard for them to ever hurt me, if actually impossible, with 2 Zoltans and shields, so. I guess the only... No, there is no way. I was about to say, there's the only way is... No, there is no way they can do it. Ever. Alright. They can hurt me. I'm gonna accept this, and it's because it puts me over the 15 on missiles for any of the events that want 15 missiles. So, and it gives me 2 drone parts. I'm gonna accept that. That's one of the few times I'm gonna take a surrender. 7 missiles is a lot, and it puts me right where I need to be for that particular event profile. I don't know why you needed to fly all the way over here to start shooting, but sure. You know, you have a big enough beam to hit 3 rooms even, let alone 2. You're only hitting 1. I just took an offer similar, so I'm not going to take that one. He hit 2 rooms there. Ugh. Ooh. I'm ooking and it's a store. Probably the burst laser. Yep. But I'm not going to sell the charge ion yet. Made that mistake previously. I don't like any of these. Guess I'm going rock. Okay. Sector layout is ass. Getting real tired of that. And they resist the damage. Really? Store's not great. I'm getting stores at terrible times right now. Wow, and everyone is low on health right now. And they're indoors. Which, if they break it, I'm gonna get myself killed here. Alright. Ah. Nope, not that. That. Yeah. This is one of those run-ending ones. Yep. I'm just gonna make so much. Nothing's being repaired. We're just taking a beating, and I can't do anything about it because my entire crew's dead. My weapons are down. My drone's down. Yeah. All right. Wasn't even a bad Sector 1, but damn it. No recovering from that. I've never had this much trouble getting a win on Zoltan Sea than I have in the last week or so. However long it's been. All right. Good start. Okay. Mm-hmm. In cloning. They're in the clone bay. It's destroyed before I even reach it. You've got to be kidding me. 4 humans versus 4 Zoltans, and my clone base destroyed. Takes a lot for me to get frustrated with the game, but damn. No, that's not a negative roll. That's a bullshit roll. The fact that they have this Zoltan Shield bypass crap in all those events to force you to still get boarded. And then boards in the clone bay. And that's Sector 1. That's 4 boarders in Sector 1. I seriously might just be going back to Slay the Spire right now. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, the fact that Zoltan Shield doesn't... Unlike the event where it's like, shield their ship. You know, they're in a meteor storm. And you can shield their ship with yours. Even if you have a Zoltan Shield, you still take damage. And it's like, no! That wouldn't happen. That was rude, game. That was rude. Yeah, rock plating, which does not prevent damage. It only has a chance to prevent damage. Completely negates that. But Zoltan Shield doesn't. That was a miscue by the developers. One of the few, but one. For at least a minute, I'm going to be switching to Slay the Spire because FTL just pissed me off a lot. So, I apologize if you're just here for FTL, but hey, Goulash, good to see you. Doing fine. FTL just wanted to be an absolute bitch just now, so... Excuse me. My title said Slay the Spire anyway. Jeez, I'm just all out of it today, apparently. What do we got? Maybe a scrying build. Okay. Should have played the slime, but it won't matter. What's up, Dorsnor? Just lucky, I guess. Fuck it. Good ones to hit. Really good ones to hit. This will be tough. Did that with vigilance in hand, knowing that I'm probably not going to see it to get out of Wrath, so. Ooh, okay. We will see it. Hold on. Damage first. Okay. Oof. Oof. Not bueno. I clicked end turn somehow over here when I was clicking back off of the scry screen and just lost myself 12 plus damage. Oof. That was awesome. It got a just lucky. I'll take that. Ooh, wow. I will take Diva form. And I'm gonna shift over to here to try to rest and keep this going. We took 4 or 5 extra damage that we shouldn't have taken. It wasn't a huge difference. Looking for some scrying cards. I probably shouldn't take another just lucky, but so far I've been lucky, so I'm gonna rest here. I'm gonna try to go up this way, but I'm gonna set myself up for success now, if I can. Yeah, let's take another elite. Okay. Did okay there with block. Yeah, Zed, and that's, I think, what caused that, so. I should... It wouldn't have mattered. Could have scryed, used Just Lucky on a different... On the other one, but... Wow. Thank you, game. Oh, should have scryed that, but the fight's over. Huh. Alright, we're gonna go cut through fate. We're gonna lean on the scrying. Oh, nice. I think I'm gonna go through here so I can hit the store and the elite. We're gonna wind up with no key pieces in Act 1, it looks like, but there are worse things. Not as far as I know, Thorsten. I've never looked. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Is I was clicking confirm on the scry, and then, yeah, clicked again and hit end turn. I wouldn't think it's particularly common in the games that I've seen. Yeah, so. Just lucky, I guess. I need one of the scrying ones that when you scry, you pull it back from in the deck. I'm actually going to get rid of a regular defend here. I don't want to trim too many of my strikes out. That could be a good one. Oh, I could have gone after... I could have used wing boots there. And I could have jumped to here. And gone after the buff delete. Maybe that wasn't a good idea, though. Do damage quickly. I mean, okay. I'm getting a ton of block, and those are attacks, so I actually block all of that, stay in Wrath, and do a chunk of damage. Just lucky, I guess. Wonder why I would jump there, but I'm actually pretty good on health. Am I gonna smith, or am I gonna take the piece? This might be worth it. Nirvana goes to 4. This goes to Scry 3 and damage 9. These go Scry 2. Eruption goes to 1 cost is something to consider. I'm just gonna recall and get it. I have really preferred Nirvana's or Diva form in hand. As long as I draw 1 point of damage, I can miracle it with Diva form. And then push him, and I won't take any damage, and stay in Wrath. And I'm gonna need to. I can always drink the potion, but... Okay, yeah. Oh, I can also just Consecrate. And then Diva form. Oh, I'm taking damage there. What's a bad idea? Yeah, let's just... Okay. Taking damage on that, but... Didn't have enough defense in hand anyway, so... Wouldn't really have mattered. I need to do 40? I can do 40. Okay. Yeah, Just Lucky has some block built into it, a little bit, and then add that to double Nirvana, and it's actually like a big block that does a little damage and scries. It's actually pretty good. Like here, because they gain block with Nirvana, it actually completely negates the little bronze scales. It's not much damage, but I do some damage and completely defend myself. I have 7 unspent energy, but that's Diva form just blowing over the other side. Got it. I needed 3 more damage. Got it. That was risky, because I'm dead if I... Well, I drank the potion. Not too shabby. Ooh. Spirit Shield? Is this the time for Spirit Shield? No. I just put Devotion up, and then on one of those turns, I'm going to have 5 Just Luckies in hand, and just... Yeah. Devotion's just solid. Gonna be Holy Water. I do not want to go full left side. I only get 2 elites if I do that. And my deck feels capable of fighting elites, so... That's about as good a first turn as I've had against Spheric Guardian in a long time. You're right. I have the wing boots. You're correct. Yeah. After the rest, I can jump here and then come back over to the other side. You're 100% correct. I forgot I had the wing boots because I haven't used them once yet. Wow, got through his armor. Didn't damage him at all. Oop, draw pile's empty. That'll do it. Not great. It was a waste to play the devotion, but the fight's almost over either way. But not quite over. Should have played Miracle and then that, and I would have drawn 2 cards and probably been able to fit. Cards I haven't played with as much, so I'm a little inept with them. Yep. Would have just been able to finish. Took 6 damage I didn't need to take. That sucks. Oof. Not that the energy matters, but might as well get used to playing things in the correct order. Oh, I should not be putting Dazed into my hand, but whatever. She's gonna hit big, and I'm gonna be in Wrath, and I'm gonna hate it. Yeah. Well, I blocked some of it, but... Didn't draw enough damage or the ability to pull out of Wrath, so... What are you gonna do? Exit Wrath now, because she'll die if I draw any attacks, regardless if I'm in Wrath or not. Hey, Bizarre. Chaos, good to see you. Took way too much damage there. Third Eye was the better pick there. That was incorrect. Womp womp. I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Alright. It's gonna weaken me. Doesn't really matter that much, but it's not great. I don't know why I played the other Miracle. My brain's not working. Or I'm just as bad as I usually am. God, my damage sucks because of the weaken. At least my armor gain's good with the, Nirvana. There's the big hit. Needed all that defense on the previous turn. Oh yeah, they got upgraded by the potion. That's true, yeah. Get 'em, boys. Boys are dead. It's just you and me, pal. Just you and me, bucko. If I get a couple, there are a couple cards. What is it called? Shift? Sway? Something like that? If I get it, the deck is so strong. Of course, I'm dead, so it doesn't matter. I'm literally dead. Man, this deck could have done so much. Even with just one of those cards, I would have been Yeah, I'm probably gonna do Watcher again because that had some interesting things to it. Weave. Whenever you scry return this, you get 2 of those in the deck, and then you just lucky, weave, just lucky, weave. I did not have lethal. And if I did, then it was within like 1 or 2 and I just didn't see it, but I don't think I did. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. I'll look back at it later. Stop giving me horrible fucking choices. I could go after a ton of elites, but... Wow, great starting hand. I dislike you immensely right now, game. I needed those 2 hands swapped. What are we doing here? Yeah, you can. It counts as a loss. Not that I give a shit about the stats, but... I mean, technically, yeah, you can. Well, no, because all it gives you is gain 7 HP or the next 3 enemies have 1 health. You don't get a bunch of choices. You always get limited to those 2 after you restart. Because you haven't reached the Act 1 boss. Dude, these draws have been just abysmal. I'm taking so much damage on the first fucking fight. Took half my health and damage because of just literally the first fight. Has nothing to do with anything but draw order, and the game's just like, nah, get fucked. Because not everyone wants to just restart Bazaar, because when you restart, it counts as a loss. And some people care about what their stats look like. So if you're just spamming restarts... It's the same reason I don't restart in FTL just because Sector 1 has a shit layout. Yeah, you always only get the first 2 options if you haven't reached the Act 1 boss. If you don't reach the boss, your options are always gain max HP, or the first 3 enemies have 1 HP. That's the only options you get if you don't reach the Act 1 boss. So you can't just restart over and over again to get the best choice, because those are the only choices you'll get. Okay. I'm gonna regret that, because I'm not gonna draw a second attack. Yeah. Well, at least I did that. Oh, a fight that will do damage to me. Thanks, game. And with Eruption going on the first hand, my ability to do damage on turn 2 or his escape turn is potentially quite limited. We have to draw well here. I needed another strike. I'm 2 damage short because I just needed one of those 4 cards. Awesome. No. Pocket. Probably the worst option for me, honestly. Because I don't have enough defenses to mitigate this consistently. Wow. The draws so far in this run, the draw order of my only 15 card deck has been absolute shit every fight. Like, this is the turn I want my attacks, and I have nothing but defense in hand. Because last turn, when I needed defense, I had nothing but attacks in hand. Brutal. Like, shuffle the deck some. Stop putting all the attacks and then all the defense in fucking order. What are we doing? Frustrating. You've got to be kidding me. There are 10 non-dazed cards left. So it is currently 14 total cards. 10 are not days. Holy shit. What a miracle. I've taken so much damage on this fight. No attacks to go with the eruption. None, except just... Alright, game. You win, because I'm annoyed as fuck with that draw. Wow. What are we doing? It's the same thing again. All the attacks, then all the defense. I don't like any of those. Look, I know Infinite Blades is right there, but I'm taking Sadistic Nature, and I'm going to try to do something fun. Wow, Snecko Skull was there, too. All right, let's have a good run of some kind. Something interesting, at least. Yeah, like that. I've only got one debuff card right now, but there will be more. That's tough. Caltrops and Blur, both cards I like a lot. I'm gonna go with Blur. I didn't take the gold. Just make it automatic. Why would I never why would I not take the gold, game? Always take the gold. God, that's irritating. What are these choices? They're really bad constantly, or bad to me. That doesn't mean that they are, but what I'm seeing are not cards I want. And then this fight. All right. Damn it. Piercing Wail would be great, but footwork is too good to pass up for me. Goes to 7, right? I'm gonna take footwork. Really bad draw order. We'll be debuffing next turn. Hopefully I draw all 4 of the attacks. Get as much damage as I can before I get weakened. Or, you know, only 2 of them. Whatever. Alright. Come on. Let's find some... Block all but 1, but I don't send any forward into the next turn with Blur. He's going to be attacking again. Nope, it's a debuff turn. I wasn't paying attention clearly enough. Clearly. 21, but I'm going to be weaker. I'm going down to -2 strength. And I don't have shivs or anything in this list, so I'm doing 4 damage strikes. And that's it. And he's negated almost all of my dexterity. Oof. Mummified Hand can be great. Dude, these fucking cards. All right. 7 block forward to the turn. It's a good fight, finally. All right. First good fight of the act. That only took really far into it. Come on, give me a good card. I'll take Poison Stab. Not ideal. I'll take the Sapphire Key. Pen Nib's great, but I don't know if I can fight another elite, which means I fought 1 elite. And it wasn't even the buffed one. Yikes. Well, I'll take that. There's another store if I make any gold. Sure. Want to try for it? Yeah, fuck it. Okay. Maybe they'll have something on sale that I want. Nope. I would have loved the Bouncing Flask. That would have been great. And the other footwork would have been great too. But no money. Oh, come on. What are you doing, game? Like, even with all that block, I'm still taking 5 damage. They all attack every turn, too. Okay. I just need a quick break before I start another run, because I'm getting annoyed at the simple things. I know I'm shit at the game, but still. Alright, let's run a quick giveaway. We didn't do any yesterday because I got wrapped up in what I was playing, so... Let me make sure I've got my list updated. I do. Hold on. I need to update one thing on my list. Bear with me. Just cause. Okay, updated the picks that I've gotten so far. I'm still waiting on a pick from Lots of Chaos and Matthias Foss. But, in the meantime, I hate Streamlabs. It's like, the giveaway's active. Alright, 10 minutes to enter. In the Twitch chat, type !raffle to get in and be able to pick a game off of that massive list of games that we have. We've got an ad break coming in about 5 minutes anyway, and then it'll run a 3-minute ad, so that's going to line up perfectly with the giveaway timer. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. I'm going to stand up, stretch, move around for a few minutes, and I will be back in about 10 minutes, right when the giveaway is ending, and we'll draw some winners. !raffle to enter. You must be a follower to win, and subscribers get double entry. Whenever you enter for raffle, you get 2 entries. Everyone else gets 1. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes, and we'll give away a few games, and then we'll start another run. Be right back. Thank you for your patience during the break, folks. Let's see who won. 10 entries. We're going to draw 2 winners. Marcus, 1984. Grats. And our second winner is ZX. Congrats, both of you. Shoot me a message either via a whisper in Twitch or in Discord, and I will get you your game code within the next couple days, usually. Congratulations, folks. All right. What are we playing? Well, let's go for a defect. Let's see. Pretty good relic. Okay. Okay. All right, good start. Go beam cell. Yeah. That would be awesome, Olsen. Cool. That'll do. That will do. Loop. Loop's great. Oh. Dual cast would have killed him. No, it doesn't matter. Capacitor and consume. That's looking forward. All right. Give me capacitor first. I'll take that. You're right, it's not an attack. Yeah, so it would have. You're right. Yeah. Makes sense. Well, unfortunately, capacitor and consumer are both in the bottom. And that woke him up. Beautiful. unfortunately. At least he can't weaken those. Now I have the defense in hand. He's dead, because it's 9 and then 18 when I end the turn. A lot of lightning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fight him. Guess we'll see how we get through this fight. Hard targeted him. Just bam, bam, bam. I'm going to take heavy damage here because I'm frail. No defense. Just get to take 11 damage. Fuck it, 11 more. Can't even go after this elite. Yeah. All right. I guess barrage was 8 damage versus 6 from strike, so I should have barraged. Nice. Just exactly how it needed to happen if I was gonna do for me to live there. A little bit of defense. Self-repairs help catch us up a little bit. Damn it. Maybe should have played a potion. Seems like a solid guard. Okay. None of what I really wanted to see there. I should have used Beam Cell. There's no reason not to. I wanted Capacitor before I consumed, but... no defense. A really swear game. Sometimes you just... There's not much defense in, so fine. That alone could put us at such a low health total that we just lose the fight after the fact. And self-repair doesn't do much. It's not like we heal after... I mean, we heal after the fight anyway. We're not on a high enough ascension that we don't, so... Both of those could have hit here, but no, they both hit this fuck instead. So now I get 224 targets that can both attack. Wonderful. I'm complaining, but I'm winning the fight. I'm just... It's just the way it is. Thank you. Okay. Pretty good card, pretty good relic. Artifact. Whatever they're called. These are relics. I was right the first time. 2 stores there. Can't get this elite with any of the stores except that one. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Birds. I figured. Oh. At least they do minimal damage. I mean, they only do 1 by anyway, so actually they're only gonna get through by 1. It doesn't get reduced because it's 1. Anyway, but... No, go ahead. Do a bunch of damage just because you're a prick. A little bit late there, Echo Form. Alright. Self-repair paying off big here. Yeah, well, it doesn't really help if I play it and then die, so, you know. I'll take that for meal ticket. Meal ticket doesn't carry as much weight with double self-repair is my logic there. Double self-repair is giving me as much healing as a meal ticket most fights when I can play it, so. Like now. Ow. Taking damage here, though. Yeah, probably just dead. Son of a bitch. Should have played recursion first. Bit late, but sure. There's an injury and triple dazed and no defenses. If she's attacking next turn, I'm dead. Okay. She's not attacking hard enough, thank goodness. Also, I don't know if that would have killed her or not. Probably not. At least the first one only does 1. Oof. Jeez. What a shit draw. Should have played a dexterity. Ugh. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna be dead during this fight. This deck's weird. Oh, fucking hell. I got an energy from the... Yeah, could have played strike. Again, I don't think it matters. I have 2 health. He's gonna be attacking. There was 1 card. Could have done that in a better order. I'm exactly dead. Yeah, I could have... Oh, it lowered it by 1. I'm alive by 1. There you go. Well, talk about scraping by. There's a rest after this if I go this way, but it's right into an elite. Okay. Not exactly thriving here. And if either of them both attack on a turn, I'm just dead almost certainly. That's true. Maybe I get lucky on the elite. I've gotten lucky on this fight, and that's pretty much just the fact of it. Nothing else to play. Wow. Lucky, lucky. Not ideal, especially with nothing in my hand. Throw that next turn. dead. Yeah. By 1. Was overkilled by 1. That's alright. Ooh, I am bad at this game. Yeah, strength prop would've, but I'm not that worried about it. Barely scraping by isn't enough. Like, if I'm barely eking out a win, then I obviously still need to get better anyway, so... I'll take the 5 HP back, thank you. Okay. Ow. Ha! Get wrecked. There's 2 stores in front of me. I got no money. I'm taking letter opener there. Master Reality would have been nice. Not really for this list, anyway. What I list. The few cards I currently have. Yep. Letter opener. Oh no, 3 damage. I should have just defended. Two elites. Alright. Set up some divinity, some mantra before he's active. Unless I have like a big eruption turn. Doesn't look like it yet. Okay. Oh, there was nothing to look at. Okay. Well, we've got near divinity. If we have prayer, prayer puts us in divinity. Wow, this will work. Good chunk of damage. Double prostrate or prayer puts us in divinity. Of course not. We're close, but no. There's prostrate. That'll put us in divinity. Get rid of the defend. Block all the damage. He's going to be debuffing next turn. Good turn to go into Divinity and do damage if we can. Didn't draw another strike. So actually going into Divinity here doesn't really help me much, but there's not a guarantee I'll be able to next turn anyway, so. Get the damage now. It's still basically 3 strikes. Draw an attack. There we go. Oh, I was 1 short because of the weaken. Not gonna take that much damage. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Fuck it. Of course it got 2 defends. Okay. I'm still playing that. Eruption, strike, just lucky would be ideal, but I think I'm dead if I do that. Yeah, it's not enough damage to finish, so. Oh, what a shit spot to be in. I'm just gonna die here. Not enough attacks in the list. I'm dead next turn. Yeah, like huge damage. $27 damage, but unless this draws an attack. Oh, that does it with letter opener. That's lucky. Yeah, I guess I'm resting. Alright, well, maybe I can figure this deck out into something that goes a little bit further. Might as well get those played now. After his big turn, like he's gonna do a big attack this turn, so I don't want Eruption now. But if I could get Eruption in these attacks next turn, maybe it'd be worth it. When he'll only be doing a small attack, like 6. Something like that, yeah. Block it all anyway. Get closer to Divinity. I didn't block all of it. I blocked a lot of it. Okay. Don't have a lot of offense. My offense is Consecrate and a couple strikes. That's basically it. And some Just Luckies, which are very low damage. So he's going to get back around to fully charged because I just don't do a lot of damage. I guess this is the turn, since he's not attacking. And next turn, I can pray into Divinity to get out of Wrath and maybe do some big damage if I draw right. Not exactly the way I wanted to do that. That was an interesting set of stance dancing. That hurts. Blocked most of it. Still very slow damage on my part. And he's putting burns in the list, which are going to make it even harder to draw well. One away from Divinity. 2 strikes was better. I should have just taken the 4 damage, or I wouldn't have even taken the 4 damage because of like water. So I missed 6 damage there. Yeah, what a draw. No, haven't not gotten a win. Does it look like I've gotten a win? I mean, I've gotten wins. I just haven't gotten a win recently. No, I have not considered getting good. I'm content being shit. A little bit over important, but or overvalued. Store on any path. Buff to lead is the left side. Can't take this elite if I take the store. So I'm fighting 1 elite. I get to fight the buffed elite if I go that way. Otherwise, I can fight 1, 2, 3 elites on the right side. I like that number of relics a lot more. We get to start with essentially an elite fight without the benefit of an elite fight. What a treat. This deck is garbage right now. It just has nothing good going for it. Doesn't get to Divinity fast, doesn't have good defense, doesn't have good offense. Slow and basic. Can't even get through his armor. Hey, Plasma Fields, good to see you. No attacks. Ever. It never lines up. Those all suck. Oh, man. And there goes Vigilance. So I'm stuck in Wrath next turn. She's not attacking, which is lucky. But my next draw is that. I did it to myself by playing the defense without thinking. Oh, she was already... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but whatever. None of this makes a good list. Damn it. Well, that was fun. That list just didn't have anything working in it at all. Seems like every damn card choice was just shit. Okay, well, this is all the way up on Ascension 5. I can't even win Ascension... Can't even get into Ascension 2 on Watcher. So this should be fun. Did we get lucky? No fight. Weak upgrades. I don't have much money. Probably should have still checked it. Let's just finish off the key quickly. Yeah, Zed. We lost on the heart, but Shield and Spear did too much damage to us. We died on the first attack from the heart because it did a big hit for like 60 damage. when I had like 54 health. Something like that. Or 41 health. Like all my attacks. So hopefully it cycles back well. Should have played power through there, but there's not many attacks. And there's 3 attacks in. As long as I get 1. Need some strength cards. Valve doesn't work with what I have. Yeah, synergy with 1 card doesn't make it good enough to pick. Generally speaking. If I drew double cleave, the fight's over on this turn, somehow. That'd be pretty cool. I could also draw neither of those. Well, I guess it's over next turn. That's something. And nib. I don't even have synergy with it yet, but we'll see. Be a big attack. I probably should just push him to split now. If I can. I can. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty low. Whirlwind ends the fight, so. Or double cleave. Or cleave, strike, strike, depending on if it's the upgraded cleave. Whirlwind. Not the way the deck's designed. Alright, I'm taking feet over Juggernaut. Okay. Not the worst. Store, store. Elite, store. Elite, elite, elite. Store, elite. Elite here. Store, elite, store. Left side is store, elite. There's only 2 elites no matter which path I go. Yep. Okay. Was I actually at a health total that was high enough that I didn't fully... Oh, it's Ascension 5. I don't fully heal off at the boss fights now. That's right. This is just higher damage. Total. That's annoying. Flex and Heavy Blade. God, I wish I could take both. I'll take the Heavy Blade. I still need an actual strength enabler. Or something to enable Rupture. Fucking fight. Let's go, bitches. What a shit draw. What a terrible draw. I need Whirlwind. That's 11, 19, and 8. This is better than 1x of the Whirlwind. That kills the front guy. Yeah. Okay. That was like all our damage, though. Like all our attacks were in that hand. Not all of them. That's a lot of damage. Still don't have an enabler for it. I think Thunderclap is the play instead of another Rupture. Give me some strength cards. Technically, it's a strength card. But I don't have anything that enables it. It has no strength to double. This can trigger Rupture. I'm gonna move him normal strike. Make room for my other actual attacks to come up more frequently. I don't need to aim at another store right now. I don't have any gold anytime soon, so I'm going this way, I think. Whirlwind? It has to tick through them instead of just dropping them to the ground, so I was like, what? Hey, give me a flex. Whirlwind? Thunderclap? Should have drawn first. Yeah, should have drawn first. Still worth doing. Second Whirlwind. Double Cleave. Ends the fight. Whirlwind was there too, but either way. I'm just bloating the deck at this point out of frustration. Second Cleave? Not quite. Got two Whirlwinds to draw, got a Cleave to draw. Twin Strikes. Demon Form, Flex, Inflame. Like, there's a lot of cards I could get that would be really great here. Nice 30 damage to the face. Casual, just bang. Bang. Ow. Cleave was better by 3 damage than one of those Whirlwind charges. That's what I should have done. Okay. Not going to be able to feed on him. Unless somehow it rolls back around and I draw it at the top. Nope. Well, we took one big 30 damage hit there. When you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Interesting if I was building that way. I'm not, but... I have almost no exhaustion synergy in the list. This list is bloated and not... There's really not a good identity to it. should be killing him first. Yeah, even though she's the one attacking, the cultist is the one who ramps up every turn with his ritual. Had to hover over it because I forgot what it was called. I gained strength. It's a friggin' miracle. All right. Weak. Weak. Let's do it. I did have a lot of excess top-end health because of the fruits. Well, that's a great start. I just wish that the bites gained health based on your strength and attack too, like scaled at, you know, some degree instead of just the attack from it. You know, the attack goes up, but the rest just stays the same. Just 3. Of course, it would be very broken if it scaled too much more off of it, so I get it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. I'll take dual wield. This deck is huge. I have synergy off of that with Rupture. Not ideal. Let's rest just to make sure we can have the best chance to get through this dude and his little minions. I don't have Rupture up. I don't know what I was doing there. Don't ask, because I don't know. No idea. I should have played this, too, because this could have been a demon form or an enfeeble. It wasn't, but it could have been. Okay. Ow. Oh, that was 2 energy. Duh. That's fine. We're going to draw this other whirlwind. I don't think either of them's dead anyway, so... He is. He wouldn't have been. 41 damage, though? That's nice. That drew me an extra card, which I would have preferred to have right now. Might have kept me in the game. Wait, we're on Pen Nib. That lined up luckily. That's just luck. No skill to that, just pure luck. I know offering there does strength, but this is an option for healing to come back, so... Yeah, big bonk. Could be a lot of damage here. Yep, they're all attacking. Obviously should have played the power first. Only 30 damage. Strength wouldn't have changed it. Would have added 6 damage total. Should have drank that first. It's not going to change anything. I'm still taking all the damage, and I'm not dead, but I am right on the cusp after the first fight in the act. 4 health. That helped. Heal? Fuck it. Still no strength cards. Anything that's just is, I mean, there's a lot that's really not working with the deck, but... And that's the problem, the deck's that big. Still no strength cards. Seriously, game. No demon form, no enfeeble, no inflame, no flex. No rupture. No rupture. And nibs up. I don't want to attack him at all on this coming turn because it's going to waste it on his intangible. Just a one-time power through was good to draw. I need to draw this Reaper. Of course, he's intangible now. And I'm dead. No defense and a burn in hand. Even with that, that does 2 damage, puts me to 44. He's doing 45. Awesome! Oh, I might have lived if I didn't damage myself there, but that deck wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, I wasn't going to survive much longer anyway. The deck was 35 cards deep and still didn't have a single strength card other than Rupture with bad synergy. That's okay. Oh, it's not just tonight. It's been whooping my ass for weeks. You know what? I'm just gonna go this way. What? So part of the problem is I'm not doing well on the deck building side outside of very rare circumstances, and that's because I haven't taken any time outside of playing the game to think about or look at deck building. And normally when I play games this much, I dive into them deeper, and I haven't taken the time to do that yet with Slay the Spire because I haven't had the time recently. So I've just been kind of playing instinctually, which isn't serving me very well yet. Eventually it might, but not yet. Let's hope we can make some Shiv stuff happen. At least in the normal game mode, you start with the same cards on each character, and then you build from there. So you start with a base, but it's a very basic base of cards. No reason not to go here. So, for example, Silent starts with 5 strikes, 5 defends, survivor, and neutralize. And that's what you start with. Every time on a normal playthrough, and you build from there. Yeah, after most fights, you'll have an option to add between, you'll get a choice between 3 cards. And then you have stores where you can buy cards. So after the fights, add a card to your deck. And then you try to build from there. Yeah, I'm talking in the basic, normal, you know, standard runs. There's no option to customize or change. It's just you build what you can do, like the daily climb and custom runs and other game modes. But yeah, well, we're obviously not talking about modded characters either. We're talking about just the game itself. Survivor would have meant I didn't take 1 damage. That's so stupid. Hey, I killed the giant things who split into 2 things that are far more dangerous. I only needed to play Survivor, and I could have played Caltrops. Wouldn't have changed anything, but... Well, he'd be dead right now. So it wouldn't have changed anything, but... Should have played Blur. It would have sent defense into the next turn when he's attacking. Shouldn't have played Footwork. Should have just played all of these. This one as well. I looked at that wrong. Yeah, that was the better play. Good damage. Oh, excuse me. It'll give me something sometimes. Other two are not what I want. Welcome to Act 2. This Blade Dance is our whole Shiv generation. No Cloak and Dagger, no Infinite Blades yet. Yeah, fuck. Health's too low to begin with. We're going after it? Let's see. Can't not do damage. Maybe the vulnerability potion, fear potion, was the correct one there. Probably. A lot of damage. Oof. Half health, basically. There's an infinite blades that's innate. That'll mean we're at least getting a shiv every turn. Rest here. Elite. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, it hit the strike. Hit survivor or footwork. Oh, honestly, any of those would have been better. Still a pretty good opening turn, all things considered. Where were you last turn? All right, come on. Got a decent flow here. Don't know if we'll be able to take it all the way, but we'll go as far as we can. Probably the last run I can do today, so we'll see. Vajra's nice in a Shiv deck. Take that. I don't have a lot of health for this buffed elite. If only Shivs had strike in the name. It's gonna be the stabbing hand. It's gonna be the magical book hand that does the stabbies. Fuck it. It's not. This is one that I might be more capable of getting something done in. If I had started an accuracy in hand, I'd have been a lot better off. Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these fit. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. I want to play Infinite Blade, but I think Dash here is more important. Not Shiv. Infinite Blade's going to make something free. Maybe it hits Dash. It didn't. It hit Defend, though. So I get the same amount of block, I just don't do the damage. Where's an accuracy when you need one? Where's their shuriken? Both accuracies in the bottom. Half of the list. Mercury Hourglass doing some lifting here. Everything's free. Can't draw a Shiv generation, like Blade Dance are all in here. And if the big guy's attacking next turn, I'm probably dead. He's not, so we'll take it. Accuracy, footwork, Shiv, and nothing else to play. Defend, defend. Draw 2 Blade Storms. We might be able to lethal him. with vulnerability? We're gonna have to, or else we're dead, probably. We're probably dead. Yep, we're dead. Damn! Try one more watcher. Yeah, I don't have time for the next one to go very long. I'll start it and we'll see if it looks like it's got any promise, but... Swear game. This is exactly what it did last time. Just complete dichotomous draws. All defense, all attacks. All defense, all attacks. Mix them up. I'm gonna take a weave now and hope I can build through it. Eh. Eh. That's better. There's a scry. I guess I'll decide on this which way I'm going. Well, let's try it. Pick a scry card, no scry cards. Pick a strength card, no strength cards. Pick a whatever, and the game's just like, no, we're not doing that. Awesome! The card I just bought is useless the first time I try to use it here, because it gets negated. Even though it should still do the damage. The damage is tied to the debuff, so... Not enough attacks to draw. And this would kill, except... Nope, an artifact completely negates it. Should have drank this and seen if I got a potion that would have changed that. No attacks. Fantastic. Thank you, game. Oh, man. It's trolling me. I'm having fun with it, though. Obviously, I keep coming back and playing the game because it's got its hooks in me as far as wanting to get better, but I need to take some time to actually try to get better. You can just play, but if you play with the intention of improving, much more likely it'll actually happen. I've kind of just been playing. All our health for a shitty relic. Just not good choices, man. Useless. That card's honestly quite annoying. Because at the start of every turn, you're having to go, no, 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 or yeah, okay, no. Obviously, it's beneficial. That doesn't mean it's not annoying. Something can be both. They are not mutually exclusive concepts. I would have actually really liked to have pressure points there. It would start a mark, but it wouldn't do enough damage to pull him awake, which means you'd get a little bit of a head start on it. Possibly even getting it back around to the front. Apparently it does wake him up because it does damage past block. I'm learning. Yeah, because they lose HP. They don't actually take damage. It's not an attack. They just flat lose it. Should have done this ages ago, just to see what they were. Gambling chip. Stupid. Nothing here just works well together at all. Can't fight another elite unless this is like a heal, and it's not. It in fact is the opposite of a heal. It's damage. Guess I should probably play a defense. Or else I'm just... Fucking Weave comes back, because I scried. That's the whole reason I picked up Weave in the first place. Because that's what it does. Why not? Yeah, Nirvana was there. I don't care. I'm gonna go after an elite. 5 health. Who fucking cares? Let's do it. asshole. Wow. Great choices. Cool. Well, we might as well take all the damage we can. Alright. What's up, Locker? Unfortunately, you joined right at the end of the stream. Didn't have any really good runs today. The FTL run I started with was absolute garbage. Tried 2 runs and they just weren't working, and then today we did some Slay for the rest of the day. Because I've been really enjoying Slay, but man, it just beat the crap out of me today. But it is an early day for me here. We're right at the 4 hours, which I was glad to get in. But because our raid on Friday for my Classic WoW Guild ran so late, on Saturday we only did Blackwing Lair. We didn't do Molten Core. So Molten Core got moved to today. And I'm the guild and raid leader, so I have to go get ready for that. That raid starts in less than 2 hours, and we start invites in less than an hour. Hey, I'm glad you were able to get some sleep, and that's more important than tuning in here, but I'm gonna have some streams earlier in the day, like this, throughout the rest of the marathon. Today was a nice little day, 14 of 33. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We're gonna either continue the Darkest Dungeon run from Saturday, or we're gonna do some XCOM. I'm gonna see which of those 2 I'm in the mood for tomorrow morning. Plan on Darkest Dungeon, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you guys for hanging out today and enjoying some Slay the Spire and a little bit of punishing FTL. But yeah, I've got to go do some dishes, spend some time with the doggo, and then in less than an hour I got to start inviting and filling up for that Molten Core raid. So you guys have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. Plan on normal stream time, but I might start a little bit earlier just to get more time in. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. You guys are awesome. Thanks for a great day. Thank you for the good times, good vibes, and good conversations. And as always, I'll see you next time tomorrow for day 15 of Operation Echo, right here in the Echo, where everybody has a voice. Good night, folks.